posted the number.
And he was like, yeah, they rejected me. Like,
What?
He had to
Gus?
Ethan rejected Gus apparently, and he had to like prove that he worked here and was in the industry, and he had to do a bunch of
he's in
secondary
like everything.
work.
He's
I know.
There with
He'll
the
do
no?
anything.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
think he's gonna get a badge through that.
probably. I don't know.
Gus not doing great. Hey, they did the Twitter names. I saw them.
Go with the intro now.
Everybody's probably, it was probably right. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mine was right.
Hey, I'm your host, Michael. This week we got Geoff.
It's been
Andy.
a while.
Heyo.
I like to have Jeff and Andy on together. It's been a while.
We're kind of like a
package
twofer.
deal.
Yeah.
Matt Brank. And,
G&A, they call us.
Ryan Haywood. Let Andy live with you for 10 months, and then his mother will send you steaks forever.
Yeah,
It's true.
Every
you
like
getting
He's
him
still
in
guilty about
perpetuity?
that.
every
yeah.
3 months, I get steaks from his mother. It's
Yeah.
forever. It's life.
Yeah, it's like it's a subscription
It's
service.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I know I say this every quarter, but once again, thank you for taking him away.
She does.
Yeah.
She's like, honestly, no one puts up with him. It's just, it blows my mind. He's still
Not
kicking.
only did you get him out of the house, but you got him way out of the house.
I got him way out of the house.
Miles away.
Yeah,
Apartment now, yeah.
there's,
Big
I-
boy.
Almost across the country.
we're almost at the point now where the stakes have made up for Andy living there.
Almost.
It's like almost even. So I'm gonna come out net positive. for this
Eventually.
thing. Eventually, it'll take some
Unless she knows exactly what it was worth.
Right.
I can understand.
it
She
in.
gets a note and she's like, again, thank you for watching, Andy. This will be the last package.
Yeah. We are now even.
I have fulfilled the payment. Yeah.
We're
Actually,
squared, yeah.
we're done.
We're all good.
Like, why is there just
There's
some
Gus
wood
Sorolla.
on this wall? He's Sorolling in.
Come over and have a beer, buddy.
Damn, has anyone ever said that? Has anyone ever said you Sorolled in somewhere?
Wow. I mean,
trying to
if
twerk
you
from it,
use
yeah.
something like LastPass and just have all your passwords in there, you only have one password yet.
You know who loves LastPass?
Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know why you don't have LastPass?
Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see this happening in the room, and I love it. And I feel like no one knows.
What's the deal with LastPass?
It's just a deal with Jack.
It's more of a difference between just a relationship to Jack and I.
where
have.
Jack's just like, you gotta do this.
It's
And
great
he's
for
just
all the work
The
stuff,
more
but-
Jack likes something, the less I can.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You
oh, yeah.
denied yourself so many services and TV shows.
I have.
It's,
because of
Jack, just stop
Jackson's
talking about stuff. I avoided
I
Breaking
couldn't-
Bad for like 3 years. because of
Same.
Jack.
Same.
He just fires in. He's like, "Oh, dude, Breaking Bad. Like, did you see the episode? And then Gus was in it. Oh man, and then his skull was out." And I was like, I remember. Like, fortunately for me, watching Breaking Bad, Jack was super into it, and I think you were already watching it at that point. By the time, like,
He wore me down.
he wore you down. And I remember like early-ish days of Achievement Hunter. I wasn't watching it, and it must have been like around season 4. I literally didn't start watching the show until season 6. It was amazing. I started watching the show. I binged it. It was on Netflix. I watched every single episode they had, everything they had, finished it, and then transitioned to like the
Live
television episodes, the live episodes, in my own order, just like not worrying about anything, just starting it. We finished the show like 4 days after it ended, starting in season 6. So it was like this great thing of like, I got the full payoff, you know, where everyone's like, "You see the finale? You see the finale?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did. And then like people have been watching it for 6 years, and I'm like, "Yeah, I've been watching it for a month and a half." It was a great ride.
Yeah.
And it was over. That was it. I watched like every day. We'd come
I was
home from
pretty
work
similar to that.
and watch Breaking Bad, like 2 or 3 episodes, and we just got through every single season. It's a fucking amazing show. It's great for binging. But like every episode, I'd be watching it, and I'd get to a point, or not every episode, but occasionally I'd be watching it, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah, pizza on the roof.
that's what fucking
he's
Jack
talking
was
about.
going on about.
That's
Fucking
more
doing
than
that.
us.
He's like, "Pizza on the roof, pizza on the roof." And I'm just like, when he walked out, like the bomb went off, and then he walked out. God, PlayStation, it's just like the store is such a piece of shit, though. It makes no sense at all. First of all, there are tons of games that you can buy and play on the Vita. They don't show up if you check the store on the Vita. Like, I'm holding the handheld, you go to store, you look up a game, it's not there. Logic would tell you you can't download it. You know, that's how Xbox works. You go to download a game, it doesn't exist, you can't download it. Nope, the Vita app is just shitty, like the store for the Vita itself. If you go to like a browser, like on a computer, and go to PSN, more games that you can buy right there, then go back to your Vita, open the store, and go to like your download list, and then download them. That alone makes no sense at all.
It's the same thing. It's probably for different reasons, but the thing that bugs me about the Amazon app on the Xbox, and the Amazon app on all platforms,
Like Prime Video ones?
Yeah, the Prime Video ones, is you can't rent movies from it
Or in the ones that you can, you have a very limited selection. But if you go to the website, you can rent just about anything, and then it pops up in your feed. The reason that is, and I don't think it's the case here because it's all first party.
Nonsense.
The reason it is they do that is because they don't want to share. If the transaction goes through the app, they have to share a cut of the profit.
That makes sense.
That makes more
Which
sense.
is why they don't do it.
Sure.
But I don't think that's what's
This
happening.
is just
with Sony.
nonsense.
It's just bad.
Then there's another thing of like, there's some games because they're listed like on the website, like what you can play them on, like PS3, PS Vita, PS4, PSP, whatever. The Vita, as I understood it, can play every single PlayStation Classic game, which is like a PS1 game. You can play any PS1 game. And so I bought Metal Gear Solid on the website. And I was like, oh, I'll download that on my Vita later. And then when you go to your download list, it shows every single like PlayStation purchase you have, PS4, everything, like attached to your account. So it'll show it, but be like, you can't download it to this device because it's a PS4 game and you're holding a Vita. But I went to download Metal Gear Solid, I can't download it. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a fucking PlayStation game. Why can't I download it? I'm like, well, that sucks. Like, that's the only game I've actually purchased and I can't play. Like, I bought it for like $10 and I can't play it on the Vita. So I researched it a little bit. Nope, you can play that, but in order to play that, and there's a few games like this, you have to download it to your PS3, then plug your Vita into your PS3, transfer it from your PS3, then your Vita, then you're good.
The fuck?
And I'm like, Sony, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense.
It's just to make sure you have everything.
It just makes
It's like a check where it's
want
like,
this
do
game?
you
Go
own
buy
a
a PS3. And I was like, legit, my PS3 has been here at the office for like 4 years because I let Carrie borrow it. And then by the time he gave it back to me, PS4 was out and I didn't give a shit.
You have the fat
and I
one,
was
right?
like,
The George
I got the
Foreman?
fat one because it plays everything. It plays 1 through 3.
Yep.
I was like, I'm going to need to bring this fucking thing home and plug it in just so I can put Metal Gear Solid on my Vita. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what that. I can't believe the Vita's not doing well.
Are the cables the same for like the PS4 hookup than they are for PS3, or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought they changed it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if they were.
Actually,
You know, they call him the Candyman. He's like Trump's doctor.
Oh, dude, watch Candyman. He'll kill you.
All right.
There was a
Thank you, buddy.
Riverdale thing.
I feel bad. I didn't get you anything.
It's okay.
How did you know that's what I want?
You going to
Any
Karmic.
so
I
I
would
want
want
it because
anything returned.
it has sugar in it.
You
That's
going to
how
E3?
Yeah, I gotta go day early now, so I gotta rebook everything. So, oh, you get your haircut.
I do.
Look at you.
He found the time. Ryan hasn't
Sorry to
found
point
the
it
I
time.
haven't. No.
So were you there?
It's
All right.
overgrown.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going a day early. So, and this will be out, so I'll already be there. So,
Yeah, you're safe.
I hope you're enjoying it.
right now,
Yeah,
I'm a fucking blast.
I hope you're having a good time at my party.
I haven't.
You going to do a pop up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Try and find time. Okay. You take care.
Andy, you're right about Solo.
Thank you.
What were you right about? Good or bad?
What was your comment?
I said that it's a really, really fun movie. Alden Ehrenreich is better than Donald Glover, and it's more of a Fast and Furious movie set in space than it is a Star Wars movie.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a
seen it.
solid, fun action movie.
Timothy Oliphant. I think if
He
it was
seems
him,
like the kind of guy who would be
If
in
it
that
was
movie.
him, he played basically what's the dude from Girls Gone Wild? He played that jerk off.
Oh yeah.
Like the camera guy, like the director.
The
He's,
guy, the jerk off guy. I think he went to jail a bunch of times.
well, you know, like,
His name is-
someone, like,
his name is-
held him hostage. Or
He was
something.
like a real
I gotta look him up.
scumbag human piece
Oh,
of
it's on the
shit.
tip of my tongue. Can I
What's
get
your
it?
legal name? Jerk off guy.
I knew his name. I knew it.
His name is.
They're whispering back there.
You got it. You got it.
Douche bag.
No.
He's a total douche.
Let's move on, and then he'll get it. By the
Yeah,
end
let's
of the
move on.
podcast.
But anyway, he's basically
someone out
playing.
there know?
He's
Don't look it up.
basically
You got it.
playing that dude from Girls Gone Wild.
I gotta look
And
it up.
The dude's like out on the beach and he's trying to get like chicks to like get naked and film them and shit like that. And he's playing like a super douchey character. But there's finally when he gets eaten by the piranhas, he's like. All of his legs are eaten, and it's just like he's got like a mush of a dick, and he's like, "They ate my dick, they ate my fucking dick, man!" And he's like holding it like in goo and shit like that. It's fucking funny.
Joe Francis.
Joe Francis.
Joe Francis.
Yep. Paris Hilton, when like, Joe Francis dated her, or like when that douchebag who made the sex tape dated her, all that she was like 20.
Rick Solomon.
Yeah, that was his name.
Shannon Doherty's ex-husband.
Yeah, there you go. He's that's that guy. Hey, young man. People like that ruin. Like, it's supposed to be like fun. You know, I'm just hanging out. But then when you get to like, it's more like rapey.
Gets a little intense.
Yeah. You know, and it's like
Those rape undertones.
When you're watching the sex tape with Paris Hilton, it's like, I know you agreed to this. You're clearly agreeing to this, and you're all for it, but it still feels rapey.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I'm fucking this chick. I'm tricking her, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. you know.
I don't know who wants to see themselves have sex.
I don't.
Horrified.
I don't at all.
Horrified to see what I look like in a sexual anything.
Mid-coitus.
Yeah.
Like 100%, you're like twice as fat as you thought you were.
Oh,
For sure.
no, it wouldn't even be that. It'd be confirmation. It'd be like, I'm exactly as fat as I think I
Yep,
am.
your dick's gonna look super tiny.
And then I'd be like,
your
face.
your cellulite. That's something you don't think about, but you got it. Your ass cheeks are gonna be like.
and then it'd be
saggy
like,
and
she'd
shit.
be like, that's what I look like to her?
I know.
I'm never
Yeah.
gonna let her
That's
go through
the-
that again
right.
for the rest of my life.
That's why they close their eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live in a fucking shack in the woods and be a monk for the rest of my life because I don't want anyone to ever have to go through that
And
with
then
me.
you can just monk off.
Yeah, well, you have to. That's why they call it monking off.
That's why they do it.
Yeah, that's the etymology.
They
behind
make
that.
their heads look like their penises. That's why they shave.
Ah.
them.
Shine a little bell in.
Bald all over.
Yeah, I get it now.
Now we're learning.
It looks grander without the
Right.
hair to cover. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Who knew? Like
I
was
thought
like,
that was what a gentleman sweep was.
Right. Yeah.
as a kid, I always thought Krillin was just bald.
Oh yeah.
No, he
No,
just shaved
Oh,
his
he
head.
shaves his
He's
head.
just a
Oh, he does grow it later.
Yeah, later
He
he's just
actually
like
has hair.
he's just like, no, I'm good.
That-
and
that-
it just grows back.
As it turns out,
Does he have like the dots? Oh, the dots were hair plugs.
No, the dot
the
that
dots are
was
still
like that was
there.
like the monk thing.
yeah, they're still there
Got
even when he
like
grows his hair.
tattoos or something. I guess
yeah.
probably.
It's a jungle out there.
Yeah. We were on a flight with Lawrence, so it was probably Australia for RTX, and Lindsay and I were kind of near the back of the section that we were in on the plane, and Lawrence was like maybe like 7 rows in front of us. And there was like two kids in our section, like babies-esque kids. And like the whole flight, and then upon landing, I don't know, it had to be landing in LA. I'm assuming we landed in LA, and then all the Funhouse people fucked off because they lived there. And then we had to still lay over to Austin. But like plane landing, Lindsay and I, all things considered, flying with Iris a couple times now, we were like, those kids weren't bad. Like that wasn't, they didn't really freak out that much. Like, you know, you get a kid next to you and it's like, oh shit. Like I'm not like fucking kid, but it's like, it's a gamble. You don't know.
right,
You don't know. And like all things considered, I was like, oh man, that wasn't bad at all. And Lindsay and I were like, no, that's good. Blah, blah, blah. We get off the plane, look at fucking Twitter, and Lawrence is like, these motherfucking kids wouldn't shut the fuck up on the flight. And I was just like, yeah, you don't have any kids. Like the difference, I'm like, is he talking about the same kids? I'm like, are you kidding me? To me, they were fine. Like, yeah, they were like, you know, kind of loud now and then.
Parent
But I'm like,
perspective
yeah, I
now.
got perspective
Yeah.
where I'm like, they were not screaming at the, like, not only parent perspective, but like airline perspective. I've been on planes before I had a kid. I know a kid screaming on a fucking flight, the entire flight. It wasn't like they were like little monsters and I just went, that's fine. It was fully like, here's a scale I've made for myself. And to me, you didn't get into the "you're pissing me off" section.
Right.
That's pretty good for a flight from London to Australia to LAX.
I'm usually.
That's all proximity based.
Yeah.
Where it's like if the kid is right in front of you, the scale goes up way faster.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But there was a pretty equal distance between us and the kid. They were kind of like we were in the back, he was in the front, and they were kind of in the middle. Maybe the screams went forward more, you know?
I guess that.
But
yeah.
and it's funny because I talked to Lawrence there, like in Australia. It was before this too, and Lindsay and I end up getting the conversation about kids with everybody because you have a baby, you know. There'll always be like, you know, either people with kids or like, oh, I remember that, or people without kids or like, what's that like, you know? And it's pretty much all you talk about. And Lawrence is just like, he was just talking about kids in general, and he was like, yeah, I don't think I can take that plunge. What if I don't like it? And I'm like,
That's
I'm
what
like,
I thought.
and
with it,
I was
yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah, I know. And I'm like, I can't speak to that because I super wanted a kid, then I got the kid, and then I fucking liked it a million times more than I thought I was. You know what I mean? I was like, this will be cool. And then I got the kid, and it was like, I could do nothing for the rest of my life except raise this kid, and that'd be
That
fine
would be enough.
for me. But Lawrence is like, hey, don't feel that way. So like, how can you guarantee that when you got the kid? And I'm like, well, you can't.
Yeah.
And that might make you a better parent by not
Like
having
in
children.
Stockholm's at having kids though.
That's my worry though, because it's like. I
Oh,
feel
you'll
like
be
it's
awful. Don't have kids.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm
No,
sure.
you'll hate them. You'll be like, I'm gonna feed you. I fed you yesterday.
Well, that's it. It's like I feel like it's a kid
rat.
by kid basis
They eat
where it's like
non-donuts?
that kid could turn
No, they
out
all
great.
eat every day.
no, it's true.
100%
Yeah.
of the
You
time.
don't cycle them out, rotate.
I mean, the only thing I have to compare it to is like I had a cat. Liked the first cat, great cat. Want another cat. Got the new cat, hate it. so fucking annoying.
How's Liquid? Is Liquid still good?
He's all great. He curls up and that's all he does.
Okay.
But the cat.
So Matt
jumps in
is
front of
saying
TV,
just
shits all over
if his
stuff.
kid, if he had a kid and they happen to be a vegetable,
like for the kid.
it'd be awesome. That's what he's saying.
Right.
I love
him,
vegetables.
for him, ideally.
If I get the kid who's like, hey, what do you want to do today? I would like to sit here and do nothing. Perfect.
But that's
You don't want a
for you.
kid, you want a houseplant.
that's
no, I don't want to water that.
kind of the nice thing, Matt. Though, if you
You have
put
to water the kid.
Matt, if you put the work in, though, you make that kid.
I guess that's true.
They're kind of a blank slate.
Yeah.
Like, sure, there's personality in there. They're gonna fight you, but like, you make them into whatever you
And,
want
like,
them
mold
to
them
be.
in your image.
In your
You
household.
mold them into eating candy
okay,
and
what?
sitting around
Right.
and watching TV
Well, I'm not gonna-
and playing
I don't
video
mold
games.
them in.
I actually, I don't think I'm gonna mold
true.
them into eating that much candy.
No, I mean they'll
Because
do it on
first
their
of
own.
all, there'd be
Competing
less
with you
for
for
me.
resources.
Yeah.
That's true. Don't touch my shit.
Yeah, whoa, calm down over there.
Candy's terrible. This stuff tastes awful. You'd hate it. You just keep
It's
giving them a
it's
special
straight up
doctored
like-
piece of candy that's like covered.
Dude, I love feeding Iris shit. It's so much fun. Like feed her.
Like when you
real
fed her
food.
like some Big Mac for the first time? Or like,
Yeah, I gave her some quarter pounder.
oh, that was it.
You
Quarter
gave her
pounder.
steak the other day.
Dude, I gave her in the last like 2 weeks. She had Vince Young's on her birthday. Had a fucking dry aged steak. She ate a steak on her first birthday of a price and a quality that I probably first consumed a year and a half ago for myself in Austin.
Yeah.
She had it on her first birthday, and then just the other day we went to another restaurant again that I've been going to downtown a lot.
Which is right by my place, by the way.
It's I thought about stopping
Stop by
by,
and say hi.
then, we didn't. But
Fair enough. Fair enough.
then she had a steak there. And it's like, I'm fucking eating it, and as I I'll, cut like the center soft bits, because she's got teeth, but I still won't give her anything like hard to chew. But I give it to her. And fucking at Vince Young's, because it's like, it's kind of a pricey steak place. And as she was eating it, I leaned in and I looked at her and I go, you're eating a fucking $70 steak. It's fucking $70. What are you doing? And she's just like, 1-year-old. Outrageous. I had so much fucking fun. I went and got barbecue the other day, and they had I never get sweets. I never pick up like candies or cookies, especially it's everywhere. But in Texas, there's always like a basket of shit, like at the register. And I was like, fucking brownie, I'm gonna feed that to Iris. And it's like the rest of the night, I'd take a bite and then I'd give her a bite. She'd be freaking out about something. I'm like, I take the controller away from her. She's all pissed off about it. I'm like, that's true, but how about this fucking brownie though? And she was like, nah, give me the fucking brownie.
You used to do stuff like that with me too when I lived
brownie.
with you.
It worked with him too.
I hate when they get to the
The-
point where you're like, you liked this a month ago, you still like it.
I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. But yes, it's very similar to Andy, like the baby. Like
That's how,
You
I
ate
was
this yesterday.
I was
Yeah,
a
now it's
child, yeah.
leftovers.
Yeah.
there's
Please
a
eat
number
it
of
again.
things that have happened, both with before Iris was born, like Andy living with us, and then Iris was born, and then I've seen Iris is born. I've seen her doing things as a 1-month-old, and I'm like, that's weird. Andy did that same thing, and then later on,
Like the one
as
sock
she
thing,
got
or-
older, I would see her do things, and then Andy do them, and I go, that's weird. Iris does the same thing, and that's when I realized Andy has not evolved from being a baby.
I think at one
he's
point it was
retained
just like, oh, I
many
think
of
Iris
these
is
things.
mimicking you, and you're like, no, Andy is just still a baby.
Yeah, that's what it
Andy's
was.
mimicking Iris.
Yeah, Andy
yeah.
was like, "Oh, Iris does that like me." I'm like, "I think every baby just does that. You just haven't learned
It was
to
a hard
stop."
pill to swallow to realize that I was no longer going to be the center of attention. I had to take that.
You
And it's-
knew.
Yeah. I knew it was
He
coming.
moved out earlier than I thought he would, honestly. I thought I'd have to throw him out. And then he was like, I'm leaving. I was like, yeah. I was like, kids might be born for a couple months. You got a couple months left.
I
And he's
remember-
like,
I remember-
"Nah, I really need to go now.
I remember the day that
gonna get worse
my
for me.
last morning there when I was my last night was a work night. I was moving out and Lindsay was tearing up. She was like, see you, and I was like, I'll see you at work. And then I left.
know.
Right.
First of all, I'll see you tomorrow. Second of all, you live 8 minutes away.
Right. Yeah, I was like, I'll see you at work.
Which is the
out.
opposite of what the situation I had with Gavin, where I went, all right, well, I guess I'll just never see you again. And then that's what happened.
Yeah? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, how about at work? Oh, never mind.
No.
Never mind.
Nice knowing you, little guy. I wish somebody would talk about underwear right now.
It's June. Next month. 10 years.
Jesus Christ.
Next month is 10-year anniversary of Achievement Hunter.
We don't have to play Burnout again, do we?
Fuck Jack. We're not playing it.
They just re-released it though.
He just
Months ago.
dude, again.
It's like they knew.
Jack started freaking out when they re-released it, and like me and Gavin in the first show was big. And Gavin's like, "It's awful. We're not playing it." And Jack's like, "Oh, it's great, it's great, it's great."
I bought
but
it
I don't
again.
get it because then we get there and
We
then
took last year off, though. We
and
didn't
then
play
there's
last year, right?
did
We
no
didn't, no.
did we not?
No, we didn't.
So we're good. We're out of
God, I feel like we did.
Just
We
do
did.
fuel.
Huh. Yeah, but Fuel even like Fuel is funny because it's shit. It's like this sucks. And Burnout was good in its time. I'm not arguing like 2008 when it came out, it wasn't a good game. It has not aged well.
The thing that kills me
And
about
it's like a thing where Jack loved so much, and then we get there and there's nothing to do and nothing's good in it. So I don't know why he wants to keep coming back.
I love the Burnout franchise, and I have very nostalgic, very good memories of Burnout 2 and 3 especially. But and Paradox was great. The thing that kills me when we go back to that game is you forget that if you wanted to do a certain race, you had to drive across the map to get
Yeah, they had no.
It's also
fucking sucks.
it's also a prime example of what we discussed earlier of Jack just loving something, where it's like I hate it because how much you love it, and everyone in the room has to play it because of you, and you just keep fucking talking about it. And it's like we gotta play Burnout. I'm like, here's the thing though, we don't. We don't have to play Burnout. Like I'll take little jabs of like, oh Jack, this is great. Yeah, no, this is great. Gavin will just go, this is awful. This is shit. Why are we doing this? What am I doing? And it's all just like, none of us know how to play the game because we haven't played it ever. And Jack will be like, no, it's good.
Play it
It's
once
good.
a
It's
year.
good. We load it up, and then Jack's like, oh, I don't really remember this.
I love the part where Jack would be like,
about this.
you'd be like, how do I start this race? And Jack would go like, come on, man. How many times have you played this game? Right bumper, left bumper at the same time. It's like, oh, all right, that's right. I forgot that 10 years ago I knew that command. You're right. I did play this game 10 years ago.
He's got a little. You think he's got like a little shrine to it in his house, and he just goes over like
He likes it. He likes it. And I get it. It's
If
cool.
he were to have a
It's
shrine,
nostalgic.
I like
if Jack were to have a shrine to one game, what do you think it would be?
Assassin's Creed
Trials, yeah.
or Trials.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I would have said Trials. I think maybe.
I think he would take AC over Trials
I think he would take AC over Trials. I think.
in a whole.
I think if
Maybe,
you. I think he might pick
It's
Doom.
close.
Like the new one or the old one?
Old ones.
Just
He loves
I
that,
would
man.
even
He did
say
like the
again,
old
throw it in like franchise. He would do Doom. Jack
Assassin's Creed though. Huge.
Jack pounces on anything he can, especially now, where he can be like, this is old school. Like you weren't there. Like you were a baby. And Doom is Doom. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, hey Jack, I played Doom. No, you didn't play it like I played it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, never mind.
He loves that franchise.
Okay? I forgot, Jack. You're a whole 5.5 years older than me.
You know the other one that he's really good at that he doesn't come up anymore is Rock Band. He was really good at Rock Band. He was like a wizard with the drums. He's always like really good at like an odd thing.
And a thing that is like, it's like if this is no use to you in real life in any way, you're great at it.
Yeah.
That's Jack.
Like doing flips on a motorcycle and playing the drums. He's phenomenal at.
He's phenomenal
And
at
video
Trials.
games.
He's
In video
phenomenal
games.
at
Yeah,
Trials.
yeah.
Trials.
Shoot a
That's
gun?
important. What
He's
you
not.
just said.
He's not phenomenal at Assassin's Creed. He loves it.
Yeah, he
He's
does
not
love
great
it.
at multiplayer. He's phenomenal at Trials.
Phenomenal.
He's fucking good. Which is even better that Gavin beat him in that bet. Not because Gavin's better, because Gavin's smarter. And Jack just got so fucking mad.
So smart.
He got so mad. He got so pissy. This is like forever ago. Jack. I think Gavin probably brought it up, but like they made a bet of who would get the most. Just like
It was time trial, so you get the best time.
It was
on the
time
most track.
trials of like who of the two of them would have a better time on each track, and then add up how many tracks each had. So it would just be like, well, I'm better than you at 10 tracks. You beat me in 8 tracks. Like I win.
Sure.
So Jack, as soon as they made this bet, like just started playing it all the time and like setting times. And Gavin did absolutely nothing. And he waited till literally the night before the bet was over, and then just looked at all of Jack's times, and he just went for like the easiest times that he had. Like Jack tried like a motherfucker on some courses, but then just like played some other ones.
And then he also
'cause Jack-
forgot about it because he set all those times and Gavin never played.
He forgot, but then the problem was Jack was competing against no one because Gavin wasn't trying. So he just set a bunch of random scores, and then that was it. And then Gavin came in the day before and was like, oh, I can beat that time, I can beat that time, I can beat that time. Like, Jack undeniably better than Gavin at trials. And Gavin's very good at trials. I would say he's the second best.
Easily.
But Jack is undeniably better. But he just waited till the last fucking night, and then he just beat like a bunch of times, and he beat Jack, and Jack was fucking pissed about it. He was just, well, he did the thing of like you know.
He was,
where,
you're gonna
he didn't
cheat.
care.
Yeah, of course you're gonna cheat. Whatever.
Jack, the thing that
Had I
he
known
cared.
you were gonna cheat, I would have just donated the money to charity on day one.
Well, he did that too.
Yeah.
Then he guilted him into. He was like, well, if I won, I was gonna donate it to charity, so you should really donate it to charity. I think it was like $100 bet.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's like a $20 bet, and whatever the fuck it was. But like he basically publicly announced, like, yeah, everybody, Gavin won. So, you know, I mean, I was going to donate it to charity, though. So Gavin won. But do whatever you want with the money anyway.
Here's the
Gavin.
money. Enjoy it. Spend it, whatever.
Here's the money. Enjoy it. Spend it on yourself. I was going to donate it to charity, but all right. And then Gavin donated it to charity because he boxed him in.
Awesome.
I will say
like
Jack kind of won. Gavin won the contest, and then Jack won the
war.
Yeah, he did.
He won
Jack
the
won the
post-game.
battle. Yeah, he did. He did win the post game, but it was just pissing back and
It was
forth.
fucking great.
It was pretty humorous. All right, Andy's looks like he's dozing off. We
All
should
right,
get him
buddy.
to bed.
Thanks for
Hey,
showing
yeah.
up today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This
I
was
had a
great.
good time hanging
This
out
is
with you.
we had some good
another.
conversation.
That's a less than 3 hour podcast.
Holy shit.
It's 4 o'clock.
We started at 1:30?
Oh, 1:30.
2.5 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
2.5. Whoo!
All right, well,
Okay.
let's see you fuckers later then.
You don't have to say goodbye because they stopped watching like an hour ago.
Yeah.
But if you skipped ahead to the end,
Hello.
Thanks.
leave.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
No reason to be here.
Jack's okay now.
It's over. It's done.